Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, Tuesday, July 2nd, 2024. Guess what? Another record high for the stock market today, the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. People, you want to talk about a group, I'm including you here, quite obviously, that have nailed this market to the wall in the face of all of these people who keep telling me I'm going to be wrong and we're going to be wrong. No. Nobody has nailed this market better than we have. And I'm damn proud of that. And we're not done. I have so much to talk to you all about here. Let's start off with just let me get my head on straight. Post-market report. Did I say that? I don't even know where I'm at anymore. Yes, July 2nd. Anyway, the story is not only did we hit a record high today for the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, we're starting to see the 10-year yield drop just as we expected. It's going down. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say moving into next week, we're going to see the 10-year yield fall and we're going to see this market continue higher. What you and I are going to do is not change a damn thing. We're buying every dip that comes along in the stock market. We're buying every dip that comes along with regard to gold, silver, commodities across the board, and yes, cryptocurrencies. We are unstoppable because we understand what's going on. Let me show you something just real quick. What's happening here? This is 10 years, just 10. This is right off of the Federal Reserve's own website, Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis here. 10-year chart with regard to the purchasing power of the dollar. They're laughing at us, okay? They're showing us this so they can laugh at us. You understand? So 10 years. What do you notice here? This is Obama, then we got Trump, then we got Biden. Oh, you think this is going to change? Really, you do? Moving forward? No, they're not done here. We're going to see the purchasing power of the dollar evaporate faster moving forward as debts and deficits hyperballoon from here. Let me show you something else here. And this is just mind blowing to me what I'm about to show you. So this meeting in Portugal with Powell. I'm sorry, he isn't it thing and a vomitous mass puke. Okay, I was going to try to be nice, but he's nice. But he's not nice, and I'm not going to be nice to him, it creature. And Lagargoyle. So we have a meeting here with Powell, Lagargoyle, and Brazil's central bank chief here in Portugal here. What's hidden in plain sight? Can you read what I circled? Can you read that? You almost can't see it. But when I saw that, I pay attention. This is what that says. Are you ready? Monetary policy in an era of transformation. So what are they relaying to you? That they are in control, that they are going to do whatever they want. Monetary policy in an era of transformation. Oh, there you go. Just kind of came clear. So obviously, look, we understand what's going on here. Currencies, this is the dollar, but they're all in free fall around the world. Who's responsible for that? These people are. Who's responsible for ballooning debts and deficits? Who's responsible for the destruction of the global economy? It's them. Oh, yes, but they're going to tell you it's of course it's Biden's fault. Oh, it's even Trump's fault. Oh, it's Obama's fault. No, it's them. Jeffrey knows what I'm talking about, and Jay Gunn as well. Thank you, both of you. It's none of these other people out here. It is the central banks who are colluding, of course, with our so-called leaders here. Now, let me just show you this real quick, another piece of fake news here. So this is the Bloomberg on the Federal Reserve. So the labor market isn't looking too good. Oh, no. And it's putting the Fed on alert. The Fed's laughing because this is exactly what they want to do. They're bringing the economy to its knees. Yes, indeed they are. And it's unbelievable. Economists, and some Federal Reserve officials are increasingly on alert that pain could soon be on the horizon for American workers. Soon be on the horizon? People around the world are being destroyed. They're being systematically wiped out. They're being pushed down to the lower rung of society as the stock market goes higher. What did we say? What have we been saying for years? the faster the economy craters, the higher the freaking stock market's going to go. Really? Imagine my shock. Now, here's something else. Now, this is something I ran earlier. Most of you are aware of this. I'm going to read this to you again. In your opinion, should any corporation with a value, listen to what I'm about to say, of over $45 billion with cash on hand of $8.5 billion get an award? Here you go, a gift from you and me, the American people, to the tune of 170. Actually, I wrote the wrong number. 176 million. I wrote 179. I'm sorry, I was off by 3 million. Does it really matter? So they're getting this gift. In the case we're talking about, this the mega corporation, Big Pharma, Moderna. They're laughing at us. The Fed's laughing at us. The military industrial complex, the medical industrial complex, the big pharma, including the medical industrial complex, they're laughing at us. They're sucking us dry. Again, tell Greg one more time, because Greg's too stupid to know. Where does this cash come from? Because we don't have it. Do we have a place where they keep hundreds and hundreds of millions and billions of dollars just sit there in little stacks? No, they got to go right to the Fed, and the Fed sends it right to Moderna. Imagine my shock. Look, only in an environment where they can laugh at us, where we have zero representation, could something like that get pulled off. You understand that? I mean, they don't need the money. They got almost 9 freaking billion. 9 billion in cash laying around. And we're going to send them 176 million because they really need the money. Meanwhile, people getting sucked dry, but the Fed's on alert. You see, it says that it's putting the Fed on alert. But the Fed isn't on alert. The Fed's laughing at us. As they continue to devalue the dollar, as currency devaluations are going to go freaking wild moving forward, as these corporations make more profit, as the dollar is killed, more so, as the tax rate gets cut for the corporations, but not for you. Oh, yeah, you're going to be paying through the nose. Don't you know that? Mitch knows what I'm talking about. You can't make this stuff up. But what do you think of that? That subliminal hidden message. Monetary policy in an era of transformation. You want to know who the real leaders of the world are? Right there. Powell and Lagargoyle. Yeah. And then little Sarah sitting over there like she thinks this is real. She's a seriously rich lady, by the way. I wonder how that happened, Sarah. Anyway, so look, what else? I'm laughing here, but it's just too much, people, and they're we've become the laughing stock, unfortunately. But not specifically you and me, because you and me, we're seeing through all this here. We know what's going on here. And if you think they're done sending hundreds of millions of dollars to this corporation and to that corporation as they destroy the dollar, again, all this cash they got to create out of nothing to award multi-billion-dollar companies for whatever reason to support more poison that they're going to try to pump into every single one of you out here. They ain't getting it in me, and I'd be willing to bet they're not going to get it in you either. Of course, they're going to, I think they're definitely going to do something to us. Bill, thank you. I appreciate that. But look, I'm preaching to the choir here. It's just too much. Ken, thanks too. I appreciate that. Anyway, people, look, what else can we talk about here? Are we going to change the damn thing? No. We're going to continue to bet against the debt, become our own central banks, buy all the dips, as I've been telling you. And I'm going to continue to hear people telling me how wrong I am. Haven't been wrong. Haven't been wrong about this market. No. Up we go. And we haven't seen it. I really believe this. For those of you out here, and I know there's a lot of you that follow this market, technical traders and stuff, what do you see? Because I see a setup here that's going to send this market into the stratosphere. And especially with what appears to be, thank you, Andres, I appreciate that. What appears to be after the that was a freak show. Okay, I'm not calling anybody out, but the presidential freak show over there, whatever here. Trump gets in, corporate profits are going to the moon. as they devalue the dollar. 900 octane here. I appreciate that. As their tax rate gets cut, as the Fed is going to be allowed to inflate even further here, massive dollar devaluation, Bitcoin. Mark my words here, because I know I'm going to be told how wrong I am. Trump is selected. Watch what happens to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. It's still going to stay volatile, but Tom Lee from CNBC said 150,000, and I think that's a low number. I obviously we're going way higher than that. Joseph knows what I'm talking about as well. Anyway, people, what else can we talk about before we go here? I think we covered it all. I mean, I didn't even talk about too much, I suppose, here. Commodities didn't do too much today. Again, look, commodities are going to remain, cryptocurrencies are going to remain in a holding pattern. Even if Trump is selected and, the Bitcoin president, and I'm not making this up, he's calling himself the Bitcoin president. Okay. And it's beautiful because I own a good amount of this stuff. And I'm sure a lot of you do too. Anyway, so I think we're all, in fact, I know for a fact that you and me are in the right spots. We've been in the right spots for quite a long time, where and we're going to remain exactly where we are. In fact, we're going to increase our positions with regard to commodities, cryptocurrencies, and this stock market. There's just no doubt about it. That's it's just where we're going to go. And in the face of this, which is not going to stop, all that's left of the dollar since the Federal Reserve is about 2% of its purchasing power. They will get that last 2%. And then, of course, don't take my word for it here, but because they're telling you, where's the word here? The transformation, see the word? Can you see it? Into the new system, this neo-feudal system, this tokenized new central bank digital system that's coming. If any of you have any doubt that is not what's coming, then I don't know what you're thinking, honestly, at this point here, because we've been so on this entire thing. Anyway, people, so yeah, exactly. Lava, you're back. Lava, I heard you weren't feeling good. I am so sorry. We all missed you. We all love you. Magic Meek is here. My friends are here. I love everybody. Eminon, man, that's the only way we can survive. That's the only way we must come together, right, Mitch? Mitch knows what I'm talking about. People, look, as I always tell you, I like the market because it's a game. This is just a game. And the one who plays the best wins, but you have to know your enemy. We know who our enemy is. We know what they want from us, which gives us an insurmountable edge. But coming together, they're not going to allow it to happen, but that's what we need to do. If we could come together, we could change the world. They won't allow it. They're going to divide us further, probably force us to wear face diapers yet again, force us in our houses, and God, who knows what else. Whatever they have ain't going to be pretty coming at us. But we got each other, and I think that we're good. Greg, credit unions aren't. Credit unions are safer in my view. Okay, they don't take the risk that commercial banks do. They do not operate for profit. They're not involved in anything derivative like the mega banks here. But the mega banks, the big banks, except maybe one, and you know what I'm going to tell you, which is Bank of America. I think Bank of America is a troubled bank. They're all troubled banks. The whole system is fraudulent. We understand that. The banking system is fraudulent. It works off this, not even a reserve system anymore. We have zero reserve. Okay, they've taken that away in the night. Some people still believe we have a fractional reserve system, but we do not have a fractional reserve system anymore. Zero reserve. The big banks do have a main line directly to the Federal Reserve. Smaller banks are going down. But again, this is being hidden. The troubles that are lurking on the dark underbelly of the banking system are way, 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 way worse than they were during the so-called financial crisis. And you're going to pay for it again, just like you paid for this. You and me just sent $176 million to a multi-billion-dollar company. I want you to think about that. Do you really feel like you have representation? Do you think that's going to change? Whoever sits behind the Resolute desk, all of a sudden that's just going to go away? You remember all the money, all the cash, the millions and hundreds of millions that was sent to Big Pharma during the last guy? Yeah, it's going to happen again too. Yeah, 3.6 trillion, as a matter of fact, under the last guy. Now he's taking credit for that. And I defended him. Remember that? I said it wasn't him. And then, of course, during the debate, he's like, I did that. I did that. Kay Hartman, thank you. Anyway, people, look, we can sit here and just talk about this nonsense here. This hidden, this cryptic, hidden right there. Look at they're telling us, and they're laughing at us. But we're laughing back. You see, because we can play the game, and we can play it better than they can. Chris, the market is just doing what we've been saying it's going to do. More debt, weaker dollar, suppressed rates is going to push this market higher as the economy drops, as people get sucked dry. Market's going higher, enriching, of course, those 1% and 2%ers. They're laughing too. They're laughing. Everyone's laughing at us. But we're laughing louder. And we're laughing louder back right in their faces because we have turned the tables, you and me, man. We have turned the tables and we've weaponized the system against those that are trying to destroy us. Ain't happening. I already told you. On my watch, thank you, the accountant. I appreciate that. They can't win. They cannot beat us. We are absolutely invincible, in my view. And I always tell you, yes, exactly. Lions unite. We're going to come. That's our strength. I mean, all this other stuff is lovely and beautiful. The markets and everything connected to it. The real big will. Appreciate that too. But we got this. Anyway, all right, people. Look, I think we're going to call it here. Unless, of course, you guys want to talk about anything in particular. Guitars and race cars. Absolutely, man. That's going to keep us going. No racing this week. Showtime is closed this week and next week. No, I'm sorry. Showtime Dragway is running on Saturday. I don't know if I can make it for Saturday. And then we got Bradenton, which is the track. It's like I can almost walk there. No racing for the next 2 weeks, so I'm gonna have to get my fix someplace else. Unfortunately. But anyway, people, look, this guy, he loves you a lot from the heart. I mean that. And I hope we cover some interesting stuff here. I want you to think about the stuff we talk about every day. And not just think about it. What does it mean for you? You and I are already in the right spots. We're not going to, you see, the beauty of this in the situation is you and I have never once had to change our strategy. We've been dead on. We've been absolutely stable. Okay, with regard to what we're doing. We don't have to flip this way and then flip that way. Absolutely not. If we realize where this is going, the plan that we have, betting against the debt, becoming your own central bank, staying long the market now, buying all the dips across the board with metals and commodities and cryptos, and we can't be beaten. And we got, in my view, the best tool that has ever been thought of or created in the history of the world. It's my little thing. It's our little thing, because I wouldn't have even look, when I created the MMRI, again, free to everybody, link in the description of the video, I was looking for a better way to track risk in the market. So I sat there and I said, okay, how can we make this work? Came up with that little equation for the MMRI, and it has been dead on. And so this tool works as far as I'm concerned, and it's free. So the best things in life are free. Love is free, well, for the most part. And again, we got each other. We got to spread the love, which includes like everything that we talk about every day. All right, people, we are going to get out of here. Again, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your friendship, your love, and everything else. Thank you for those thumbs up. I know we can do a little bit better on that. And I will see all of you in the morning, okay? And whatever they do, we will counter-strategize against it. Actually, we're not going to change a damn thing. We're already doing the right thing. That's the beauty of this and what we're doing. Anyway, I'll see you in the morning, right? Until we see each other again, take care of yourselves and each other.